Classical Turquoise. Classical Turquoise.
Today we are very proud to introduce exclusive program with CANAN MAXTON, founder of Charity Talent Unlimited. Talent Unlimited is a young charity which provides financial support to music students of exceptional talent but limited means. Their talent, past performances, and financial background are taken into consideration when assessing those who are selected for help. Lack of funding leads many talented young individuals to abandon the field of music, as it becomes impossible, or at least very difficult to maintain their studies while working in various part-time jobs to survive. One has to have either rich parents or be incredibly lucky and resilient to flourish. Students have to pay exceptionally high fees when attending prestigious music schools and colleges in London. And on many occasions, by the time they reach postgraduate levels, their resources have all but dried up. This is the point at which a charity like Talent Unlimited can be called upon for help. Talent Unlimited, through its donations, concerts, conferences, and other events, aims at creating an environment conducive to the development of young musical talents. Now, enjoy listening CANAN MAXTON in conversation with HAKAN BILAL.
Hello, CANAN MAXTON. It's absolute privilege for us to have you on this program. Thank you for accepting this interview. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. I am most grateful to you and to your radio station for giving me the opportunity to talk about the charity I set up back in 2010.
Wonderful.
So thank you very much. This is going to do us a world of good.
It is absolutely a pleasure. It's our privilege. I have talked about Talent Unlimited and your involvement in the charity, but we would like to hear it from you. Could you tell us shortly how it all started, what inspired you, and what is the story in the back?
Okay, thank you. From childhood onwards, I've always loved classical music. Music in general, but especially classical music. Now, appreciation and love of music on one side, and the recognition of the fact that young musical talent is being wasted due to lack of support and financial aid on the other side, led me to set up Talent Unlimited back in 2010. Previously, I had worked at a prep school where I noticed also that only the children of the very rich had the opportunity to become well-known musicians or even be able to go to music colleges. So there is somewhere along the line an injustice. So if you don't have enough money, if the field of music is in a way closed to you. This is the reason why I decided to set up Talent Unlimited and dedicate it to musicians of 18 plus studying at UK colleges.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. We know you produce so many talents that are already worldwide famous. And one of the artists we have actually had an exclusive before we met you was Manu Brazo.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes,
can you talk about him a little bit before we play a nice piece from him?
Manu Brazo is one of the rare musicians in the field of saxophone. He is really an exceptional musician who came to Talent Unlimited just a few years ago. And we put him in a concert or two, and we realized that the more he's given the opportunity to do something, the better things are going to be for him, obviously. But he is truly a fabulous saxophonist, a world-class saxophonist, not just one of the good saxophonists, but he is exceptional. So one should really...
He was our exclusive artist of the week a few weeks back. And we had a great feedback from the listeners, and we keep playing him. He's constantly included on our playlist, and he's one of our favorite saxophonists as well. Let's play a piece from him and then we'll carry on talking.
Okay.
It's obviously a very complicated and huge organization. Can you tell us how do you run this organization in a practical level?
Well, in a mad sort of way, most of the work is on my shoulders. Choosing the artist, I have to do that. Occasionally, if I have difficulty judging a very modern musician, then I have recourse to somebody I know, one of the musicians of our charity or one of the other trustees, and we listen together. But usually, I listen to the musicians myself, and I decide on who should come into Talent Unlimited and who shouldn't. We do not hold long conferences, discussions in order to decide on a simple issue.
Yes.
Sometimes what happens is that somebody writes to me saying, I've got an audition coming up. I need a little bit of advice. If I were to take 2-3 weeks trying to decide whether we should give this advice or not to this musician, the opportunity will be lost, both for the musician and for us. So I decide immediately on the spot, and we give the opportunity very often. So far, we have not been wrong in the musicians that we have chosen. We have a website engineer, Craig Enser. Craig does everything to do with our website, but I have to decide on what he should be doing. So I send him the details of the musicians, I introduce him to the musicians, and Craig does the rest. Sometimes you find that a musician doesn't have a website themselves. This is quite common.
True.
And in this day and age, if they don't have a website, it's very difficult for them to even enter a competition.
True.
As a result of that, we offer them websites as gifts.
Wonderful.
So the running is done in an informal sort of way. We don't have lengthy discussions about it. We do have a number of volunteers, people who try to help us to sell tickets, but we do not spend money on admin. Usually, the only people that we pay are people like our accountants, for example. We have to pay the accountants in order to do the accounts. But none of the people who are running the charity, trustees or directors, we do not get paid at all.
That is a big issue.
Yes, that would make a fallacy of what we are doing. We are here to, if we can make money, that is great, and we like to do it for the musicians, for the use of musicians, not in order to have office expenses covered and whatever else.
Yes, I read an interview with you in the Lark magazine, and I really liked this quote. And I think the interviewer asked you, which I would like to ask you the same question: how do you raise the money you need, the funds you need? And you said, I'm a linguist and I nag people.
Yes, well, we do raise funds through concerts, and we also have connections with various people, various other organizations who sometimes help us to do things. Like, for example, Lark Music Magazine, Clear Insurance. We do not pay for the insurance of our concerts because my insurance company, the company I insure everything through, they cover it for us.
Wonderful.
I don't know whether you've ever seen the interview with Cornucopia magazine. Cornucopia is a connoisseurs magazine for Turkey, but they give us free adverts, for example.
Yes.
Which is wonderful. And at every Cornucopia magazine, we have a little square which says whatever we do about Talent Unlimited. So as to running it in a different way, we give our musicians the opportunity to do various things, and they get it. But sometimes they will not follow the advice.
True.
It happens to all of us.
True.
And that's when I nag. And I have to do an awful lot of nagging for that.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, let's finalize this chapter with a nice music, and again, your choice of artist. Who would you like to play?
Well, I would like to propose Salih Gevrek.
Okay.
Salih is an absolute fantastic first-class pianist coming from Turkey.
Yes.
Many years ago, when he first came to Royal College of Music, I became aware of the fact that he's exceptional. But he himself wasn't that aware of how much talent he had. I got various people like Gülsin Onay and İdil Biret to give him master classes at my home. Yes. And they both agreed with me that he is exceptional, and we have been standing behind Salih Can. And now he is at Queen Elizabeth Chapel in Brussels, and they are promoting him, and they have given him the opportunity to play Rachmaninoff Piano Concerto No. 2, which is absolutely superb. It's among the best performances of the piece. Wow. So I'm very proud of having Salih Can with us.
Okay, let's play Salih Can, and we're going to carry on talking.
Okay.
CANAN MAXTON, wonderful, wonderful artist you are working with. My curiosity is, how do you determine these artists? How do you find those talents, those rare talents?
This is a question that I'm asked quite often. The thing is, I get approached by those talents. I don't go out of my way to figure out who has won which competition, who has been doing well, which colleges support so and so. Usually, these musicians that we support, and we have approximately 250 musicians, including the supporting artists and also the alumni, they write to me. They find us somehow because we are a supporting organization.
Yes.
And they write saying, can we become part of Talent Unlimited? Could you help us a little bit? We have various problems, whether it is financial or one of exposure or not being able to get in touch with other music organizations. We get approached, whereas most other music associations, they choose to apply themselves to finding the musicians. I don't have to do that. Every day of the week, approximately, probably about 4 days a week, I get somebody offering themselves to come under Talent Unlimited. We cannot accept everybody,
Of course.
because we have to make sure that they are of a certain level. But we do try to help everyone who writes to us by at least replying to them and explaining why we can't take them.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, before the next question, you choose the artist we would like us to play.
Well, how about our wonderful Hao Ji Yo?
Okay.
She's one of our pianists, and she's also the artist of the month at the moment.
Wonderful. Okay, let's play her music, then we will carry on talking. As you said, that was truly, truly amazing. And one of the fascinating side of Talent Unlimited, I listen to most of your artists, I must admit, not all of them, but they are all exceptional. So you have a, as we say in the business, great nose for spotting the talent.
Yes, yes.
So Also, I heard something, I read something again in the interview in Lark. It's kind of really, really, because you are a heart and the soul of this charity, and you said you are trying to raise people to your level because if something happened to you one day, God forbid, you know, you want somebody to run this business. You don't want this wonderful, wonderful efforts to die or finish. So, what are you doing about it?
Well, it is very difficult to enthuse people to do things if you're not paying them.
Yes.
Frankly, if I wanted to give to bring in administrators who would be helping me with various aspects of Talent Unlimited, I would have no problem. I only would have to pay them.
Yes.
But we cannot even pay a secretary. If I paid a secretary, which would cost something like £30,000 a year, we would have no money left to give to any musicians.
True.
So that actually doesn't work. What I'm trying to do at the moment is to ask our own musicians to take part in the running of Talent Unlimited, and we are just starting to do that. And our alumni musicians are helping us too. I don't know whether you've seen the notes on Emre Engin, our violinist.
Yes.
He's recently given me an interview on the Borusan radio on Mutlu Adalar program.
Yes.
So the ones who kind of develop and go beyond us and become professionals turn back and help us.
Yes.
We have another one like that. There's Kim Sheehan, an opera singer, a soprano. Years ago, I found Kim Sheehan singing at the British Youth Opera.
Okay.
Tiny Irish girl, wonderful. And she's going to help us develop the operatic side of our program.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the way forward really is in developing our projects. We have a couple of new projects that we are working on, but we also need financial help to put them into practice.
That's where your nagging comes in. Useful.
That's where nagging comes in. I ring up friends and nag, and I say, look, we need some money, and this is the bank account.
Wonderful.
Please, some money in it. Because we've got a concert coming up. We cannot hire a venue without spending a lot of money on it.
True.
You know, the piano hire, printing of brochures. Very often we also record the concert. All this, when you put it together, it just becomes quite an expensive.
Absolutely.
And we also, of course, pay the musicians we put into concerts.
True.
We also have to do that.
True. CANAN MAXTON, you are a true and rare warrior for music.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I am so proud on behalf of the radio to even talk to you. And we really, really cherish you, value you, what you are doing for the musical talents, for new talents is just amazing work. And how can we help? How can our listeners help? How can we involve in this project?
Well, if your listeners were to look at our website, you will find a little box at the top which says Friends. It says, do you like our philosophy? Do you qualify for gift aid? Support us now. If you click on the Support Us button, it will take you to a section of the website where you can actually make payments via PayPal, etc. So your musicians can help to support us. On the other hand, I mean your listeners, not your musicians, can help to support our musicians. There is also the possibility that somebody might feel terribly enthused by helping musicians.
True.
And if they wish to write to me, if they wish to contact me through our website, we can perhaps get together and sit down and see if they can be of help in a different way.
Yes.
One of the important ways of helping us is to give us exposure, exactly like you're doing now.
Sure.
If nobody hears about us, nobody knows us, we will get no opportunity to support our musicians. They are in need of support, and people have to come to their concerts in order to do this. We've got one concert on the 30th of April, another one on the 9th of June, and another one on the 17th of June. So we are trying to make up for lost time during COVID.
Absolutely. It's been a very hard time as well. That's another issue.
Yeah, all our concert details are on our website under future events. If you click on the page future events,
Yes.
you will see, first of all, that, for example, on the 30th of April, we are going to have a live streamed concert only because still that day the concert halls will not be opened. Then on the 9th of June, we have a Turkish violinist, Ezgi Sarıkçıoğlu, and a English pianist, Julian Trevelyan, playing. Again at lunchtime. This concert is a free concert. Nobody has to pay for that.
Okay.
And then on the 17th of June, we have more musicians playing, but that concert is in the evening, and it is a ticketed concert. And it also shows a new element of what we are doing. I've set up a new platform within Talent Unlimited. It is called Talent Unlimited Composers Platform, because I find that people don't want to give, concert organizers don't want to give space to musicians composing their own music.
True.
Because they say, well, nobody knows about them. Who's going to do anything about it?
True.
The audiences will not want it. This is why at a concert on the 17th of June, we have Dilyan Todorov, who's a pianist, and then we have a quartet. But at the end, almost like an encore, we have an Iranian pianist, Ashkan Layek, who's going to perform his own composition. That composition is not going to last longer than 4 minutes.
Oh, great.
So we will be putting new compositions inside an ordinary program.
Wonderful.
So that people will come for the usual repertoire, but they will also be able to judge the music of a young composer.
Wonderful.
So that's what we're doing.
CANAN MAXTON, you didn't even have to knock. You captured our heart. You captured our listeners' heart. And we are fully behind Talent Unlimited and of what you are doing. And as classical Turquoise, I can promise you we will give lots of exposure to our artists coming through your ranks. And we're going to urge our listeners to do the same. And we have a wonderful, around 70,000 listeners. They are all friends.
Wow.
They are all wonderful friends, great lovers of music. And I do believe in our listeners. And all of us together will do our best to support Talent Unlimited.
Thank you. I couldn't be more grateful to you. Really, this is fantastic. 70,000 listeners is an incredible number because your radio station has not been going for such a long time. How many months is it? Is it 4 months or so?
Yes, 4 months or so. November we started,
Yep.
yes.
I congratulate you. You've done
Thank you.
exceptionally well in 4 months.
Thank you. It's been, we don't, as yourself, we don't run any commercials. We don't have any sponsors just yet.
That's wonderful.
It's just a pure love. And I think, like yourself, when you do something with love, people get it. People receive it. People appreciate
For
it.
responsibility as well, yeah. Yes. The other day I had a fortune cookie and I opened it and it says, "Love conquers all."
Absolutely. And you conquered us all, Canan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
For the opportunity again.
before we say goodbye to you, let's play another choice of your artist and the piece.
Well, we've got Pietro Fresa, a new Italian artist who's come to join us. And Pietro is another exceptional pianist. He's only 21. He's barely 21 now. And he has a fantastic recording of Beethoven piano concerto number 3 when he made the recording when he was only 17. And that is truly an exceptional recording. If you could play that, that would be wonderful.
We will, and we like to say goodbye for now, but that's not the last goodbye. I'm sure we'll be having you on our program many, many times. And your
Thank you.
artist definitely many, many times.
Thank you very much. They
And
will
we-
be mindful to you.
We are very thankful and honored to have you on our program.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.